Hi, here to do an update for the collective energies and those of you who are new, welcome. If you want to get in touch, you can get in touch with me via the email, which will be on one of the other videos temporarily. I can actually create the link directly underneath this new one. Now, for those of you who are picking up on a frequency that has been high, it's very normal, and I am going to be doing some videos on how to transfer your energy. So how to actually get grounded, to reduce the intensity of the frequency, but also to a point where you realize that this is a temporary. Hi guys. Now, when you look at it, we have been in retrograde theoretically for the entire year. So a lot of us are saying, is this ever going to end? You know, what have we been going through? Hi, Giggle. What are we going through? When's this going to end? It's a very, very intense energy. It's so check in with yourselves. But today or tomorrow, I'm going to be uploading 2 or 3 videos. Now, this is going to be on how to manifest, on how to release, and moon ceremonies. And that's because those things are going to help you transmute that energy. So there are different techniques that I use, different techniques that other people discuss, and I'm going to try and incorporate them into a video so that when you need to, of a full moon, especially when you're dealing with these frequencies, you can change them. You can have that self-awareness. Now, I've created a folder in my channel that will be to do with astrology. Now, I'm talking more from the perspective of the current planets, where they are, how to look at them, and I'm also going to talk about them regularly from a psychic point of view of intuitively what I'm feeling the energetic frequency is. So, each time you visit the channel, I'm trying to add different formats so that we can check in these areas and so that we have self-help tools. So on top of the tarot, the psychic readings, we've got tools we can utilize that can help us stay grounded during this transition. Other people have asked me to do some videos on what our soul mission is. Other people have asked me to do videos on how, if you came into union, reunion, how you could deal with that and how you would deal with your twin. So these are the videos I'm going to be doing that'll be coming up soon. So click subscribe, and then when the videos get uploaded, you'll be able to see them. If you guys have any ideas or suggestions, always feel free. I'm very open. So, be it you put it on the video or you directly email me at the website, go and do what you need to do. Now, when you need tools, be it you need, candles or smudge sticks, yes, my website has them. So go through and grab them if you need to. I have based twin flame candles, which is to help you meditate, and they are all organic candles. They're also the aromatherapy aspect of them in that, from research, has said to assist with the balance of those frequencies and energies. So definitely the bath salts, I'm going to be making them in smaller packages, but that's to balance your chakra points, as well as I will be doing chakra-based videos to help us work on those energies and get ourselves aligned correctly. Now, at the moment, feminines are really having trigger points connected to their base chakra. Yes, there's other areas, obviously, that we're going through, but one of the blockages at the moment is connected to the ego and the chakra. So you're receiving your masculine energy. We're balancing both sides, but that trigger point from it is because we're directly looking at situations in our life and we're questioning it. We're saying, am I going to be able to achieve this? Oh my gosh, am I pouring my energy into this? Yeah, I'm not directly seeing the results right now. Why am I not seeing the results right now? So, what you can do to check in with your chakras, you can do it of a full moon, which again, I'm going to do a video separately, but you can basically put your hand on each section of your chakra and you can check in with self. Now, yes, there's movement in the twin flame journey, and the time frame I'm seeing for many of us, and when I say there's a shift, I am directly seeing key point pockets of times, and very much for transformation, it's September, October. That's not to say you're coming into union, but there is definitely going to be a transformation in your 3D life. It can be direct communication. There is something coming. Now, yes, depending on your frequency, it can be good and bad. But there is transfers of that, and providing you check in with yourself, you will directly have a signal of anticipation. Now, that can be heightened emotions. It can be a feeling initially of disconnect where you're like, you know, what am I doing? How do I do this? There's other frequencies as well that it's panic and you're like in a hurry and you're wondering, why can't I get this moving? What's going on? I need to do this. I need to do that. That is a direct signal from universe that things are changing. So when you sense these things, you know, a lot of times we go to numerology, we start seeing signs and synchronicities. We start seeing things in a sense of maybe seeing persons' names on number plates. Songs can come up in synchronicities. I'm going to be doing videos on synchronicities, and from a psychic twin point of view, as well as a psychic point of view, I'm going to tell you how to utilize these numbers. Because it's one thing to go into them and go, angel numbers said, but a lot of times you don't see how to utilize those numbers. You know, what does that number mean? When I see that in adjacent to another number, what is the universe telling me? And again, it is like a spiritual conversation. So not only do you see the numbers, it might be patterns, senses. What's happening is you're becoming a heightened being. So you're getting to a point where you are transforming. The synchronicity is a step in your, how do I put it? In your awakening process. That is a key time frame in your awakening process that you'll physically see them. So when you've reached that point, I think it's stage 7. But there are other stages we have moved beyond. But unless we've learned to understand and acknowledge those numbers and utilize them in our life, then it becomes problematic for us to understand, are we on the right road, aren't we? Now, when it comes to the correct road, especially in an energy of why am I not moving forward? Why is life not moving forward? Is the universe telling me no? Generally, no, it's not. It's saying a few things. Slow down, you're too fast. It's not aligned correctly right now. Are you missing something? Do you need to check in with yourself? Another thing can be is that you're missing something in the puzzle. So it can be saying many things to you, and that's where the connection of the other numbers come into play. So by you measuring that and checking in with yourself and then looking at it, well, okay, is the universe punishing me? No, probably not, okay? Another thing can be is that astrologically speaking, we are going to get very agitated. Now, it's due to 2 planets at the moment because they're very, hey, we want to get moving energies. That, again, you know, go and listen to astrology because this can be very important to you. Picking up on the frequencies of the planets is going to have you having aha moments, not only about why there's blocks, why, you know, you feel so triggered. Yes, it can be different areas again. You got the numbers, you got your twin energy, you've got collective energy, you've got the planets, you've got your direct action, manifestation tools. All these things I'll be talking about on my channel. How to move forward is going to be a bit agitated. You're going to feel agitated this week. Now, basically, moving into September, probably up until the 10th, we're going to be agitated slightly, not the whole way. It's a very exciting energy. It's going to be a lot less bricks on the shoulder, so to speak. But because of that factor, we're going to want to run. It's like we're hitting the ground running and we're on a dog lead and we're wanting to go. But because we are fatigued and universe is saying, whoa, 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 we have that time, that door's opening. That's where you're getting agitated. That's where you're getting triggered because you can sense something coming. You can feel something coming. But you've got to wait for divine timing. Divine timing's for your sake. It's not for twins. Divine timing's for all of us collectively. Everything is guided. Now, it is a very masculine energy next month. So the bonus is for masculine energies, they will become more grounded. Now, there are 7 earth-based planets. There are 7 planets in earth-based energy. That does mean that the way they're going to be looking at things for all of us collectively is going to be very grounded. We're going to be very practical. We're going to be looking at life and really critiquing it. We're also going to be checking in with ourselves. Are you being too critical to self? Are you being too psychoanalytical? How is your throat chakra? How is your intuition? How is your heart chakra going? And again, I'll do videos on that. And that will be before the beginning of the month. Now, somebody asked me the other day why I had booked the dating for the 30th. for the videos to be released. Now, generally what I do on this channel is I give you the 12 zodiac signs and I'll tune into that. Now, I also do collective energy, and that is for each element: earth, air, fire, water, and I psychically give my updated interpretations of that. Now, the date for those live sessions, and this will be a regular thing, you will have a physical date of when the timeframes are for those live sessions. And that way you can always check in and see when they're happening. So I have released the zodiac signs early, and that's because everyone's so triggered. And that's to help you guys see and gauge where you're at to keep your frequency a bit higher. I'm also trying to release the videos to help you keep your frequency up. But the live sessions will be on those dates. Now, at times it will be earlier. And what I will do is, as per request, if you guys perhaps can't make a morning session or a night session, because I do both sides, I can swap them so each element can have a turn. I'm also doing a check-in with the twin flame energy on a date that is already scheduled. But when I'm divinely guided to, I'm hoping that, providing you've got the bell and you've clicked subscribe, generally I do give people warnings, but if it's more an informative related video and I don't have time, that's the way it goes. It's divinely guided. So I will be doing other things as well, including checking in with you guys regularly, and I'm going to try and folder them so that when you guys need to look for an item on my channel, you know where to find it. So I've been furiously working behind the scenes. We've also got to be mindful that some twins might get to a point where, you know, we all directly connect to certain readers, but the reality is we all have to do the work. So it doesn't matter what reader you're attracted to and who you go to, you can't get out of doing the work, okay? No matter what you do, you can't get out of doing the work. Here, I try and help you guys get to a point where you understand that, where I can help you and support you in some shape or form with that. I'm also trying to give you the tools to do that. You physically, a person cannot get you to that road ahead of time. You, by doing the work and being aware of that, that's your job, okay? So if you're putting the work into your life and you're picking up the signals and you're having trouble deciphering a code, whoever you pick, book a reading, you know, because that's when you know you got blocks in your road and it's like, okay, how do I directly deal with this? What do I do from here? Am I not seeing this correctly? But the work always does come down to self. But if you're giving your power away to another person, and that's any reader, you're missing the point. You're like lambs to a slaughter. We have to know that we have power. We're directly tuned into our twin. So the tools that you get from a channel needs to be from the point of view of, is this relevant for me? Check in with self. Is this directly relevant to me? Now, have they provided me with the tools? Am I missing something? Am I gaining enough perspective, food for thought so I can go away and do the work? So, you know, when you're looking at channels, do that. But if you're getting there thinking somebody is God and they have the answer, you're going to miss the point. You're God, you're your internal compass connected to your twin. So check in with self, check the frequency. That's going to help you stay grounded, okay? Because you guys are your compass. These are simply your tools to get you where you need to be, and a support system. Any questions? It has been very heavy, and that has been to a point where it's probably been the last week. It's almost panic attacks, especially for feminines, but we're really not understanding that it is masculine energy, this frequency that's coming through. We are balancing the masculine and the feminine energy, as well as a lot of people are almost getting to the point where we're saying, why don't I really feel this energy? Why don't I see this movement? You know, when we are expecting, it's expectation. When you release, it comes. But it's hard because the frequency is so high. But it is very panic attack energy. Have I got all my P's and Q's connected? Am I on board? Am I following the right path? Oh my God, what happened in the past? Am I going to be able to utilize that energy? Do I have too much masculine energy going on? Do I have too much feminine energy going on? Am I too vulnerable? It's okay. This is the energy of what's going on. We're all in it. It's temporary though. It is moving. A lot of release is coming by the 10th. So by the 10th is a very positive time to clear out crap. And that's really cleaning house, cleaning shop. So clear your homes. If you want to move, The best way to manifest that is start throwing things out and start packing things up. Because what that can do is it's assisting you with your manifestation. You don't physically need to. Yeah, I'll have to talk to you soon, Google. My phone was flat, so I couldn't call. You physically can't, if you're not seeing it, you can't co-create it. But if you're proactive in manifestation, that's when manifestation works. 111 means you need to keep your vibration high and you need to keep your thoughts positive. Okay, but I'll do an in-depth video about the numerology and how it directly connects to twins. So it might be that you're really wavering. It's, it can be that you're slightly out of alignment. The sixes, when you see them, are connected to man, masculine, many things really, but it can be that you need to change and shift your perspective, that you need to become more positive. Yeah, so it's keep your vibration positive. It's confirming, yes, keep your vibration high, keep your vibration positive. But it creates more room, Janelle, for the new. It may be that for that reason, if you hate cleaning, maybe simplifying life, getting it to a point where it's very easy to maintain. And maybe that's something that needs to shift in your life. And it's a point where it's just everything's a bit too complicated. So by transforming that, you're already in correct alignment with self. If you're a practical person, it can be reducing the cups in your pantry, getting down to 2-3 towels in the linen closet, making it where it's systematic and it's easily in flowing. When we have too much clutter in our life, directly speaking, spiritually, what is happening on the outside of you is going on the inside of you. So if you can visually look at the environment and check in with the environment, and that's really on the 10th what we're going to be asked to do. Check in internally, check in with the environment, check in with your thought process, check in with your throat chakra, and then check in with what your core self wants to manifest. And it's very earth-based energy. I'll keep it right, Michelle. You are going to have wonderful things happen, woman. Besides, that reminds me of the Paramore song. I just love Paramore. It's the whole, ignorance is your new best friend. It's kind of healthy when you're seeing them repeating regularly, because it's really heightened to a point where, how do I put it? It's confirming that you're on the right path, but it's confirming you're in the awakening process. And somebody shared a video with me, which they want me to do a video on it, and it's, what is your soul mission? And I'm going to be doing a video on that. Welcome. Those of you who are new, welcome. I'm a psychic since I was born, and I've been developing my gift over 25. I gave 5 years free readings on Facebook, and it was a sheer accident. I come on here and my girlfriend said to me, oh, I do readings monthly. So if somebody had told me I'd be on YouTube years ago, I would have gone, yeah, right. So, yeah, if you guys do want to book in, go and have a look at the website. But I do think from Twin Flame readings, Twin Flame energy, I'm here regularly live. If you're new, click the subscribe button, because you do get opportunities. And look, this is just a touch base for the frequency, but I do live readings for Twin Flames. I mean, this month alone, there were 6 live sessions. And we haven't even reached the end of the month, and I'm still going. So I try guys regularly. If you are wanting a booking, you're lucky, because I still have the specials up from August. Now, initially I said 3 days. I will put them up. There's also, for any new person that hasn't been having a reading through me, there is always the discount rate for that. And that's so that I can welcome you guys in. And I'm very cautious about my clients. The people that I have end up being family. And I mean, all the people in the family, they're like a tribe. And it's really a wonderful group where we all spiritually are transforming, and we all gain many different perspectives through that process, which is beautiful. So I'll answer a few questions. So anyone to ask a free question. Are there any jealous, insecurity? Yes, there can be. But again, that vibration changes directly connected to your transformation. So you find there has been perhaps on the runner side that, but when you look at it, both feminine and masculine were runners and chasers at some point. Yeah, well, a lot of us, Michelle, are very in that confused energy. No, it won't. Sally, it can be, but no, it can. How do I? When we're changing, I actually say that a lot of the most psychic people actually can have like bipolar, schizophrenia. They see the other side. They're seeing visually things in another way. So if it's just a new thing that's come up recently and they're agitated, you look at it as ascension. Temporarily gauge it, see how it transforms. But a lot of what you visually see when a person's going through an awakening can be at times toxic, at times mixed up. Some of us have flu-like symptoms. Some of us can visually be seeing things that are a bit off and don't make sense to the common eye. So there's lots of things you can have through an awakening. Hi, Antonella. Antonella is fiercely manifesting and working in her life, and a big shout out to Lauren. I had a great chat with her last night. A lot of people are going through spiritual transformations. Any other questions? What are tips on being able to tell if we are feeling and okay, at the moment it's very hard to do that, KK, because a lot of what we're feeling is old energy because we're physically, from the other video I talked about, it's like frequency is in three paradigms at the moment: past, present, future. So it's really hard to tune into whether it's masculine, whether it's whether it's yours or whether it's somebody else's. So try not to get too into the ego about that or too paranoid or deciphering it. But generally speaking, you know, in your common life, what you'll find is you will just be going about your day having your thought process and a newbie will pop into your head. And that's like, wow. And it's a very, and you even, not only is it the thought, but it's the energy that moves through you that feels very different. So you could have been very upbeat talking to a friend, and then it's like a blowing wind going through your soul, that it feels like you've just changed your attitude. And it's a thought, it's an emotion, and it's the vibration. And it's a bit like it's flooding through your soul. It's like your soul's emerging and shifting, and you pick that frequency up that way. It'd probably be really hard to do the sleep meditation at the moment because everyone's having a lot of troubles doing sleep in general. Some of us are really not getting to bed before 2, 3 at the moment. Some of us are super triggered. Dream states at the moment is very positive for telepathic communication, but it's more so coming from the masculine side, not the feminines. The masculines directly connecting in with certain pockets of feminines. Okay, you're having a hard time trusting your, and that again isn't you not trusting. It is more related to the planets at the moment. So, you know, don't take that as gospel right now as a permanent. You will be, but it's due to the planets. It's gonna change and move though. That's because connecting with you and communicating telepathically, Giggle. But you just if they're sleeping like a bug, it's because they know, and they're like, and you can't always take what Twin says as gospel, okay? Because they all say the clouds are pink, and you'll say it's pretty cloudy today. So you just 3D visually, when you're really interconnected to yourself, you can read through twin. You can read through the shite. And other times you'll see something and you'll be triggered, and it's because you have a block, not necessarily does, you know, it's something that is being shown to you. Yes, and again, lifestyle 130, I think your name was 1360. That's going to change. It is going to change. We will feel like a slingshot effect by mid-September, but probably our anticipation connected to that will be, you know, already coming through where we're like, come on, got to go. And the blah is because we're tired. Think of it. We've been in retrograde for a whole year almost, and we have been transforming for 3 years. Next year's energy and frequency will be tired moving into it, but it does look a whole lot better. Astrologically speaking, for the weather forecast of it, it looks nicer. It looks nicer than it has in 3 years. So let's hold on to that. It should lighten up by mid-September, and October, when you look at it, having a Venus retrograde, it's like, to us, it's going to feel like a physical walk in the park. It'll be like, okay, well, I've had to assess my entire life. I'm sure I can deal with Venus retrograde. Let's just have it and go, well, what do we want? And that's really the frequency of at the moment. No, not necessarily. It may be that you're not ready to connect spiritually in the dream state of, and you might be blocking it, Dale. I, 30 years, didn't, and it chooses to come in when it needs to. Dreaming about other things is something that you need to directly deal with. So pick up what you're dreaming of and deal directly with that energy. So sometimes what you're trying to really meditate upon in your life will come through. And I'm seeing a grandparent figure around you, protecting you and white lighting you at the moment through this transition, Michelle. So maybe they enter your dream state. That's okay. It's not necessary for it to come through, but it depends on every person comes through in a different shape or form where, how do I put it? Your gift might be your vibration of your feeling. It might be smells. It might be your third eye. It may be just your sixth sense. You know, there's lots of ways communication comes through. It doesn't have to be on every medium. That's because you're fatigued and you're working in the 3D too much, Elizabeth. It changes. It does come and go. I trust me, for a long time I hadn't been dreaming, and it's come back again. You might need to clear your house, Melina. How this directly connect to your spiritual guides? It can be grandparents, people passed over. It's also asking you to meditate. It can be that they're trying to communicate with you. Leave the door open and light a candle for them. But it may be that you're not letting them go. So they're telling you, and it may be connected to a song, Knocking on Heaven's Door. But it might be that you need to let them go. But until you're needing to, they may not go, Dale. So light a candle and to the spirit, to the soul of the person. They never leave you. Find their energy will always be heightened of birthdays, anniversaries. Say you have a child, you know, their energy and frequency will be there more so. I will be doing a video on that, how to connect with your guides and spirits on the other side, and how to use your abilities to directly connect in with them. Restraining order didn't work. Oh, Sula. Traveling Solist is a very unique person. I mean, she should have a YouTube channel herself. She's absolutely amazing, and she's like my little angel. But her reading, she always ends up giving me one. It's so amusing. She tapped into, yeah, many things for me. Anyway, I will love you all and leave you. And like I said, the discount for August will be taken down today, so by the morning for you guys, probably in the next few hours. So if you're wanting to grab the cheap booking, go and do it now. because it's getting taken down. Will be the original prices. So I've had it up there for a month now. So if you are wanting to make one, or grab one rather, there's emails, there's videos, they're at a more, you know, I haven't got Saturdays open for bookings apart from for videos or emails, but you can inbox me on that day, and if I'm available, I can do readings for you. I may be opening that back up again, but it'll be a couple in the morning and a couple at night, but I do Sunday nights, which will be sometimes overseas, it'll be your morning time. But yeah, give me a heads up in an inbox if you feel on the Saturday and Sunday would work better for you guys. And I can try and organise it. I'll see what I can do. But I will love you and leave you, and I hope that's helped. Those of you who are still here, thank you for your love and support. It's been great. Also, those of you who are new, a big welcome, and I hope you enjoy the Transformation channel. Bye, guys. If I can turn it off. I probably more.